It's time for the Fan Connection presented by AT&T. Every week we invite you, the listener, to connect with us by submitting your questions. At AT&T, connecting changes everything. And on USMNT, our connections with you will help grow the game. Time now for the AT&T Fan Connection, where we welcome in Jordan wearing USMNT swag. Jordan, what's happening?
Swag.
Got my hoodie on because there's like 9 feet of snow outside.
Have you got snowed in?
You got snowed in? Yeah. It's crazy.
That's how we do.
It's January in New York. What are you going to do?
When you say snowed in, does that mean you literally can't get out your door?
You don't want to go out your door?
No.
Oh,
you don't want to go out. It's also really, really, I think it's like 12 degrees
Freezing
outside
cold.
right now,
Freezing
Fahrenheit.
Ooh.
Yeah, no.
Not
It's
nice.
a kind of cold where like you're starting to get a little hard to breathe out there for too long.
You know what you could do?
Move to California?
You could move to San Diego.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good life, bro.
I'll get right on that.
Good life.
Yeah. All right. We'll welcome you.
I have a lot of stuff to get through today.
Give it on.
Let's start. So I know you guys love when people bring you some heat, but it is actually me who is getting the heat today, and I'm going to take this one because it's my fault. This one is from Tyler via email, and he said, "Thanks for putting my question on the air. It was the one about fans thinking referees are biased. It was awesome to hear Landon and Tim talking about it, but you put somebody else's name on there. My name is Tyler, not Parker. It's probably because I'm an Evertonian and not a cop. I get it. I'm trying to get some street cred around here. Still love the show.
Love it.
Tyler, I'm really sorry. I think you probably saw a couple weeks ago, I was really sick on the show. And so frankly, the fact that I mess up one person's name and not the entire show is amazing. But I am sorry that we got
Up
your
the
name.
top.
You should hear what she calls us, by the way.
Let's not even go there. Let's do some questions.
Let's do it.
All right.
This one is from Nick via email, who actually said in his message that he hopes that I have recovered from my cold. I have. Thank you,
so
Nick.
sweet.
Very nice of you. Nick said, I see a large free kick issue for the U.S. men's national team heading into the World Cup. I do not believe Pulisic has shown himself to be a strong free kick taker, but we do have an excellent free kick taker in Sebastian Berhalter, who is still uncertain whether he will be on the final roster. Should Pochettino consider starting or giving Berhalter significant minutes in order for us to have an effective free kick taker in the World Cup games? Because we all know that set pieces will be crucial to win some of the games.
This is actually a really, really good question. And it's a great philosophical question. I'm curious what you think, Tim. You're not going to, I don't think, tell me if I'm wrong, any manager is going to start a player simply because they're good on set pieces.
Correct.
But if it's close, and even if they're a little bit behind someone else, you might tilt and play them because of that. Do you agree with that?
Possibly.
Or do you think that ever goes into a manager's mind?
Possibly.
Because, the reality is set pieces are a big part of the game.
Yeah, they are, but
attacking and defending.
Yeah, okay. I hear you. Here's my thing. I think it's on the manager or set piece coach or whoever handles set pieces. You've got incredibly talented, world-class players. If you're talking about like a national team, you'll have 1 or 2 world-class players, right? The idea is that in your 2 or 3 of your players, your starting 11 LD, have to be able to take free kicks at a very high level, right? And that means training them, having the bravery to take them. Like this is, Declan Rice, by the way, and I know Arsenal's the best set piece team in the world. His balls are like every time he swings a ball in, it's literally perfect. But Declan Rice is a good player. I get it. But Saka from the other side, when Saka takes it, it's inch perfect. So I don't know if I subscribe to like the better free kick taker wins out. I think the game is too dynamic for that. But obviously, I think the point is, I don't know if the question was about like direct free kicks in terms of like getting it up and over the wall to score, or more like wide free kicks.
No, I think he's saying in general, right? Because in the course of a game, you're going to have 3, 4, 5, 10, either corners, set piece, maybe more.
Yeah,
and let's be honest. The delivery from Sebastian versus Christian, for example, is not even close. Sebastian's far superior. Now, you're not going to start Sebastian over Christian. There's no way.
Right.
But it is something that's really interesting to think about as you're putting together a lineup. If Sebastian is someone who you're maybe considering starting, right? I don't know if he is or not, but
Right.
it's just an interesting philosophy. I mean, like
Yeah.
David Beckham, right? He was a top player. But as he got older, if he was maybe on the bubble, whether he was going to start or not, it's something you got to think about, right?
Yeah. I mean, we need to get better at free kicks. I don't know. I mean, I think Weston can take one. I do. I just think I think the game is, again, too dynamic, too long. Yes, set pieces are important, but it's also, there's two sides
Yeah.
to it. Put it in a good, like,
Well,
go on.
no, yeah, you're right. Like, then just work on it.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
right now, Pochettino or Jesus say, look, Weston, you're going to be well, they're not going to say it, but like you are likely going to be on the field. We need you doing this every day for the next 4 months and getting really good at it.
And I also have a very simplistic view of set pieces, which I truly believe. And the fact of the matter is, you put a decent ball in a good area, and you attack it with vengeance.
It's true, but there is differences in the quality of service.
Of course, yeah,
For
of
sure.
course, of course.
That
of
give
course.
you a higher percentage chance to score.
Fair.
No question.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, this next question is from Ian via email. Is the ability to use both feet underrated? It's so surprising to me that professional soccer players, even at the highest level, often seem incapable of using their weak foot. You can see in the game that one-footed players often miss opportunities, passes, shots, dribbles, because they didn't want to use their weak foot. It puts them at a disadvantage and makes them more predictable. So for me, it's refreshing to see two-footed players who have properly trained their weak foot.
Totally agree. I think it's very, very. You don't agree, Tim?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Go on, tell me. Finish your thought.
I'll just speak personally. There was a point in my career where not in my career. I was like 10 years old, and I was playing games, and I would get on my right foot and go to my right to score, or try to score. And at that level, it's not that big of a deal because the defenders don't know what they're doing. They don't have tape on you, etc. But I do vividly remember my coach saying, like, you are going to be infinitely more valuable if you learn to go to your left.
Sure.
And I started going to my left. And then I mean, I didn't score as many goals with my left as my right, but it wasn't too far off, I don't think. And I think that makes you infinitely more valuable.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, fair point. The way I see it, and I've always seen it this way, players aren't good enough on their strong foot to be messing about with their weak foot. No, it's true. I would prefer for a young player to master their right foot and be serviceable with their left, as opposed to this sort of like trying to equal balance. I'll give you an example. Thierry Henry, the best striker in Premier League history. Thierry Henry is a god. When he used his left foot every now and again, but guess what? It was constantly his right foot. Constantly. David Beckham the same, right? And so I just think you have to have a mastery of your right foot, and yes, of course, be serviceable with your weaker foot, no doubt. I will say this though, Louis Saha, a funny tidbit since we're talking about Manchester United. You'll love this, Landon. We drew or lost at Old Trafford, and Louis Saha was our striker, and he missed. He's left-footed, right? Strong left foot. He snatches at one right foot, misses it. We lose or draw. Get into the dressing room, Sir Alex Ferguson goes crazy. Louis, why have you not taken it with your left foot? Why have you not taken it with your left foot? And I've played with Louis for forever. Calm as you like, so French. My friend, I'm both. I'm both. and I'm like this over there because please don't look at me.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh God. Anyway, that was it.
All right. Well, I think it's valuable, personally.
DJ via email asks, a lot of teams have begun announcing where they are setting up their headquarters here in the US for the World Cup. I was hoping the guys could talk about some of their favorite or least favorite places they stayed during their collective World Cups and why.
Great question.
That is a good question. So in South Korea, we stayed in the heart of like Seoul at a JW Marriott. It was insane. We had a chef with us.
Oh yeah.
That was the first time I had sushi. So, and then they had this like 160,000 square foot gym that was like insane. So we spent so much time in there. So that was cool, but there wasn't a whole lot to do. Like we weren't going to go walk around and do too much around there. Germany, we stayed in Hamburg, which was beautiful, but it
Yeah.
was just sort of like a normal,
Hamburg was
you know,
beautiful.
it was pretty though. Hamburg's a beautiful
Yeah.
city.
Yeah.
And then we stayed at a lodge, Irene Lodge in South Africa,
Yeah.
which there was nothing to do, which was very intentional from Bob, I think.
Yeah, but it was brilliant. So what I remember about, so yeah, Hamburg is a beautiful city, which was nice. I enjoyed that. Irene, which was like this like nature preserve resort, and you'd get up, and at whatever time it was, Clint, there's like a lake, right? Clint would be out with his camo bucket hat on a chair, and he'd be fishing. Like no matter what time it was, he was fishing, right? And then Marcus Hanneman was like, he was constantly
Wrestling alligators.
yeah, constantly talking to our security about like, when are you going to take me hunting? I want to go big, like hunting. So he ended up going hunting at one point. Like it was chaos, but it was brilliant because we were so secluded,
Yeah.
and we're all together. Brazil was interesting because
Where'd you stay in Brazil? I don't remember.
in Sao Paulo, which was
In Sao Paulo.
I didn't enjoy it. Like I don't think anyone enjoyed it. The traffic in Sao Paulo is unbelievable. And we get in. Funny fact, like I think I'm pretty well traveled, and we get in at night. We go into the hotel. In the hotel, we go upstairs. You know, you arrive late. They have a meal for you, Landon. So it's a top. It's dark, pitch black. So have our meal, go to bed. Next morning, get up, go to the restaurant. Is at the top of this hotel, nice hotel, and it's like 360 views of I don't know 50th floor or whatever of Sao Paulo, and I'm like, gosh, this is a big city, right? And someone's like, yeah, it's like the 4th largest city in the world, and I'm like, oh, anyway, bro, it took
no clue.
it took literally LD, no matter what time, you know, the charters leave at different times, 2 hours from the hotel to the airport, 5-hour flight in and out, back, 2 hours back. It
2
was
hours
bro,
to the
Google Sao Paulo traffic, and it was chaos.
Jesus.
Like we had a police
So that was
escort.
to go to games. You were taking 2-hour bus to the airport and then flying.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus.
That World Cup, it's on record. That World Cup, the U.S. team traveled the most miles of any
I
team.
remember. That's right. Yeah, I
Crazy,
remember
bro.
seeing that.
And the problem with Sao Paulo is we have police escorts. There's nowhere to
Right.
go. There's nowhere
Right.
to go. You just can't.
Right. That's right.
Crazy.
Nobody cares.
Anyway, great question.
Should we do a new rule?
Oh God.
New rules,
New rules.
everybody.
I like it.
New
Okay.
rules.
So this new rule comes from Jason via email. And Jason says that he's always hated on throw-ins when a player takes 10 to 15 extra yards of space, keeps going until the ref decides enough is enough. The player backs up, asks if that's the right spot, then inevitably moves up another 5 yards.
That's so good.
It's a waste of time, it's arbitrary, and it's annoying. Here's what I propose. Outside of the sideline, have hash marks every 10 yards, essentially dividing the field into sections. Whichever 10-yard section the ball went out in, the player can take the throw in from anywhere in between those hashes.
Yeah,
If the
that's
player
fine.
steps at all outside of those hashes, the throw in goes to the other team.
That's fair. I mean, the funny thing is this only comes up like 3 times a year where something happens and someone like goes really fast and runs up and there's a goal and everyone's like, what the hell? You know?
Yeah.
But normally it never matters, really. The one that drove me crazy as a player when, let's say I get the ball in our attacking half and I go backwards 5 yards to throw it back to my center back to just start the play, and the ref would go, no, you got to move up 5 yards where the ball. And I said, I'm throwing the ball backwards. Just it's inconsequential. But like sometimes refs are so by the book, and you're like, Jesus, get a clue, dude. But I don't hate it.
Did you hear that, Tyler? Yeah, Tyler.
I think
Tyler.
I think there's a better way to. I don't hate it either. I don't hate it. It seems inconsequential, as you said, LD. My biggest gripe with the referees is there are certain things in the game where I'm just like, just sort it out now, and it doesn't happen again. I'll give you an example, right? If the guy picks up the ball and he takes like 5 yards, referee, blow your whistle and go, mate, back up. When he throws it in again, say, not your throw, other team's throw. If you do that once or twice, people are gonna be like, all right, I'm not gonna take the piss. I'm just gonna throw the ball in. That's it.
Right.
Like, but yeah, inconsequential.
But I don't hate it,
No, I
to
don't
be
hate it.
honest.
All right. Well, I guess maybe we will consider, Jason, applying your new.
We will consider this rule and implementing it into the World Cup.
What about
Jason.
what about kick-ins? I told you about my kick-in story.
I just thought about that too.
Yeah. I played USISL, United States Independent Soccer League, in 1997, senior in high school. They implemented a rule inside 35 yards. It was if you had a throw in, you could kick it in. It's chaos.
They would just bombard you.
It's decent. I actually don't mind it. Yeah.
I love it.
Somebody sent in a rule that I wasn't, I don't, sometimes the rules are like over, if it's really long, like if it's like a massive paragraph, I'm like, I don't know if I can cut this down, but somebody was suggesting that if you send the ball to the keeper can only return the ball in whatever fashion it was sent to them. So like if you head the ball to the keeper has to head the ball out. And I was like, now people are just trying to come up with ridiculous things to get their question onto the show.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? No way.
So
No
good.
way.
All right. That is it for this week. If you would like to send your new rule or question, or if I called you by the wrong name, you can send me an email at feedback@unfilteredsoccer.com.
Thanks
Thanks,
JR.
guys.
JR.